Good morning. I'll go ahead and call the meeting of the November 3rd, 2025 meeting of the Cumberland County Board of Commissioners to order. I'd like to welcome everyone here. I know we have a lot of guests in the audience, including some students as well. I want to thank everyone for being here. At this time, I will ask Commissioner Marshall Faircloth to bring us the invocation and Pledge of Allegiance.
Let's everyone stand while we honor God and country.
Dear Heavenly Father, once again, we come in your presence and we ask for your blessing and your guidance as we deliberate the business of our county. We ask that you be with everyone here. We ask that each commissioner vote their conscience and that we do the best by the citizens of our county. We ask for your blessing and your watchful eye over those who are serving in our armed forces. We honor them during this time, and we thank you for their presence across the land. In Christ's name we pray.
Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This time, we'll go ahead and move to the recognition portion of the meeting, and we have the Cumberland County Ignite Internship Program. County Manager Greer, I will call on you.
Yes, I will turn this over to Dominique Hall, Human Resources Director, to present the Ignite students.
Good morning, Chairman, Vice
Good morning.
Chairwoman,
Good
Commission,
morning.
County Manager, everyone in their respective places. On September 12, 2025, Cumberland County launched the fifth cohort of the Ignite Internship Program. The cohort consists of college students, undergraduate and graduate. The county received a total of 88 applications and successfully hired and onboarded 14 interns. The following interns are placed in various county departments to complete their 10-week fall internship. As I call your name, if you will please stand up and receive your certificates. We have Jayshawn Alford.
We're just going to have them stay up here, right?
Yes.
And just after they get it, they can just kind of move right up front here. We'll get a picture afterwards.
Tyler Blackburn. Isaac Fields. Landon Frazee. India Frazier. Patience Hooks. Tori Horton. Jahari Jacobs. Misha Evis Masonette Scott. Gabby Morales Garcia. Corey Ocampo. Naya Smythe. Jermaine Snow. And Abriana Williams.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and fill in around here so we can get everybody in. Did we get our pen? Did they get their pens too?
Right here.
All right. All right. Commissioners, y'all want to stand and we can get a picture real quick? And then I know there's some commissioners that have some words. Can always use an extra one, right?
Awesome. Okay, count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And one more. 1, 2, 3.
All right, thank you. And Commissioners, I know there's a couple of you that have comments, so just let me know, and I'll entertain your comments at this time. Come on, Commissioner Adams, I know you have a
Yeah,
comment.
you know, Mr. Chairman, I do have.
Recognize.
I allowed them to have a sit down. You know, it warms my heart every year to be able to see our Ignite students who come. We started this in summer 2024, and it has proved to be rewarding, not only in the fact that these young students are able to do this, but we've actually hired some and capped some in Cumberland County. That ought to be a big hand. I tell that to everybody. I have 4 kids, and none of them came back to Cumberland County, and I'm trying to keep other parents' kids here in Cumberland County because that's such a unique talent that you all have. You all are the best and brightest in this community, and we want you here, and we want you to stay here. And I thank this board for continuing to see the value in this program. And Dominique and your staff, y'all do an awesome job. Thank you so very much. And this is the 5th cohort. We look forward. I think the next one has opened. If you can. It's open now. The applications for the next cohort is open now. So tell your friends and all of those to apply. And parents, please ask them to apply. It's an excellent program. I want to thank all our department heads who are part of this because we try to put them in those departments that they have an interest in. So thank you for the department head, staff, manager, and for the board for seeing the value in this. Thank you all so very much.
Other commissioners? Vice Chairman Jones, you recognize.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just wanted to congratulate you all and be mindful that education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to work and the mind to think, which is a quote by Albert Einstein. You all have definitely made your first step to the right direction because choices in life start at this age, and education will take you far and many places abroad. So I commend you all for taking charge of your life, your decisions, and continue here to grow because you are our next generation. Thank you so much.
Any other commissioners? Just a quick note from me, Ms. Hall, thank you first for reading all those names, so I didn't have to do that because I would have probably butchered a lot of them. So thank you. To our interns, congratulations. Thank you for the work that you've done. And as always, as Commissioner Adams said, you know, we'd love for you to stay right here in this community. That's what this is about. And we want to keep smart people that care about our community right here, talented people in our community. So again, thank you. Tell your friends about it, and hopefully we can continue to grow this program. At this time, I'm going to take we're going to stand at ease for a second at recess while Ms. Council takes her seat.
Dominique, put them back to work.
I know that was costing us money.
I said them all back.
One of the parents called me, text me that her son is in the program and was in the soil and water. And yes, he's with the soil and water division. She was saying, Kurt,
Put in her iPad.
She was just so excited. She said it's doing wonders for him and that it was something that he was truly interested in. I'll try to find that email and send it to people because it was just kind of,
Amazing how stuff comes together like that. That's-
yeah. I've had a couple of parents.
You never know when they're going to.
All right, Board, we'll go ahead and come to order, and we'll come out of recess at this time. We'll go ahead and move to item 2, approval of the agenda. County Manager Greer, are there any changes for the agenda?
Yes, Chairman Devier, there's one change to the closed session. We need to add on paragraph 3 to consult with the attorney regarding the contracting matter.
Commissioners, anything to add to the agenda? Commissioner Tyson, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On item 5C, I received a memo from Pierce's Mill Fire Department that their firefighter relief board has a vacancy due to a death, and they have requested that Mr. Mitchell Johnson be appointed into that slot. And so I would request that the board entertain the fire department's request for that nominee.
Can you repeat that name, please?
Mitchell Johnson.
Thank you.
Commissioners, any other additions? Commissioner Adams, you're recognized.
I'm just trying to make sure, so, not the other person, but this one. I'm kind of confused.
Go ahead. Commissioner Tyson, if you'll explain.
Yeah,
the-
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So every fire department has their own 5-member firefighter relief board.
Right.
And so we did receive a request from Vander for an appointment to their board, which is in your packet.
Right, that's it.
But this is for Pierce's Mill. They had sent a memo to me, I believe it was yesterday or sometime before, and had requested that their vacancy be filled as well. So it's a separate appointment and a separate board, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Adams, does that answer your
Yeah,
question?
that clarifies it. I didn't know if we were replacing somebody or what, so, look, everybody shaking their head, y'all didn't give it either. Thank you.
Any other additions or questions on the agenda as presented and modified? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda. Vice Chairwoman Jones.
Motion to approve the agenda? Second.
We have a motion to approve the agenda with the addition, the 2 additions. It's been properly seconded. Is there any discussion or on the motion? Hearing none, I'll ask for your vote on the motion to approve the agenda. All in favor, raise your right hand.
Unanimous.
We'll go ahead and move to item 3, consent agenda. County Manager Greer, are there any changes to the consent agenda?
No changes to the consent agenda, Chairman Deviere.
Board, do you have any changes to the consent agenda? Commissioner Adams, you're recognized.
I would ask to move item 2H to an item of business.
Commissioners, any other changes to consent agenda? Board, I would ask that we add a proclamation for the National Organization of Women's Conference that is happening here in Cumberland County this weekend. I think you have a copy on your, in your email. It's just recognizing the convention that's here. Any other items for the consent agenda? Hearing none, entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda with the modifications. Vice Chairwoman Jones, you're recognized.
Motion to approve the agenda with the modifications as stated. Consent agenda as stated.
Second.
We've got a motion to approve the consent agenda with the modifications. Are there any questions or discussion on the motion? Hearing none, I'll ask for your vote on the consent agenda as modified. All in favor, raise your right hand.
Unanimous.
At this time, we have a couple of presentations from these proclamations, and so at this time, I'd like to ask representatives from the Lumbee tribe. I'll ask council, I'm going to say it wrong, Alex Baker to come up. I believe you are the senior council member for the tribe. If you want to come up and say a few words.
I thank you for this opportunity. We'd just like to take the opportunity to say we're still here, and thank you for this recognition.
And let me read that proclamation for you. Whereas Native Americans enrich every aspect of our nation, they are the original inhabitants of the land and now constitute the United States of America. And whereas Native Americans have made an essential and unique contribution to the nation and the world, and whereas Native Americans have shared their knowledge of the land and its resources and are the roots of the agricultural development, medicinal discoveries, environmental preservations, commerce, government institutions and structures, and many have other facets of our state and nation. And whereas Native Americans have been a vital part of every stage of the nation's history with contributions that have enhanced the social, political, environmental, and economic well-being of the local community and country. And whereas through mutual honor and respect for the rich heritage of American Indian tribes, we share in celebrating the beauty and culture significant that lives and thrives in today's American Indians. Now therefore, whereas celebrating Native American Heritage Month provides an opportunity to recognize the contributions of the Native American community that adds to the diversity, vitality of Cumberland County by sharing and celebrating the history, culture, traditions, and Native American community. Now therefore, the Cumberland County Board of Commissioners do hereby proclaim that November 25th shall be designated and set aside as a Native American Heritage Month in Cumberland County, North Carolina, and call upon the residents to celebrate the traditions and contributions of our Native American residents, adopted this third day of November 2025. Let me bring this down to you. Would you like to call your other council members up? Thank you all for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being here. Thanks.
Should have gave everyone a pen too. Should have gave all them a pen too.
At this time, I'd like to ask Miss Debbie Jenkins to come to the podium.
You can't see her.
Too many of you.
It's one of the 2 pages.
Good afternoon, Dr. Jenkins.
At this time, At this time, I'll recognize Vice Chairman Jones for the proclamation.
Whereas Cumberland County Child Fatality Prevention Team is a legislative required local committee of community stakeholders led by social services and public health who examine data surrounding child death, strategies to prevent child death, and make recommendations to the State Child Fatality Task Force and Board of County Commissioners prevent child deaths, prevent child abuse and neglect, and support the well-being of children. And whereas Ms. Dr. Debbie Jenkins has served as a member of Cumberland County Fatality Prevention Team since its exemption in 1991, representing Cumberland County Mental Health Department, where she led the design, development, and management of psychological and psychiatric, social work, therapeutic foster care, and home therapy, residential group care, adolescent residential care for youth with sexual aggressive behaviors, and systems of care services. And whereas Dr. Jenkins partnerships with local social services and public health departments, the judicial bench, military health care providers, law enforcement, school systems, and nonprofits lead to the accreditation and also that of the enhancements of groundbreaking intuitive services, programs, and protocols serving children and families in Cumberland County, including but not limited to Child Advocacy Center, multiple teams, Darkness to Light, local training connections of Cumberland County, Operations Image, Partnership for Children, and accreditation for the Cumberland County. And whereas in 1993, Dr. Debbie Jenkins was selected as chair of Cumberland County Child Fatality Prevention Team. As chair, she led the team's development of child fatality review protocols, data sharing agreements, and maximized state and donated funds to provide prevention resources such as child car seats, safety sleeping, portable cribs, safety coloring books, gun locks, suicide awareness brochures, and a host of many other promotional educational materials and supplies to educate and promote the prevention of child deaths, abuse, and neglect of the community. And whereas after retirement from Cumberland County Mental Health Department, Dr. Debbie Jenkins continued to serve as chair of Cumberland County Child Fatality Team, as well as volunteering her expertise when the county and state. Annually, Dr. Jenkins provides the legislative mandated annual report to the Board of Commissioners, as well as the North Carolina Child Fatality Task Force. And whereas for 32 years, and with her retirement on November 1st, 2025, as a member and chair of the Cumberland County Child Fatality Prevention Team, Dr. Debbie Jenkins has also had a pioneering, influential, and impactful role and leaves a legacy of intuitive, creative, caring, and long-lasting improvements in the quality of life of children, youth, and families in Cumberland County. Now, therefore, we, the Cumberland County Board of Commissioners, do hereby recognize the many accomplishments and impactful work of Dr. Debbie Jenkins, and be it further resolved that the Cumberland County Board of Commissioners proclaim Monday, November 3rd, 2025, to be in the honor of Dr. Debbie Jenkins and her dedicated services to the children, youth, and families of Cumberland County, and the Child Fatality Prevention Team approved this third day of November. Signed, Chairman Kirk J. Deviere, Chairman of the Cumberland County Board of Commissioners.
Hold on one second, we're going to bring you the proclamation.
Robin's getting all the hug.
I know.
What's up with that?
Go ahead.
As well. If I could have her husband, Dr. Jenkins, Robin Jenkins, to come here also, as well as our director, please. We have Dr. Jenkins, Robin Jenkins, as well as we got a lot of doctors in the house. And also the Director of Social Service, Brenda Jackson, if you are here. And also the Director, Dr. Jennifer Green, if you are here.
Thank you.
Can I take a point of privilege at this moment,
You're
Mr. Chairman?
recognized, Vice Chairman.
I just wanted to say this is an honor and privilege. I have had the opportunity to have the best training. I have worked for Debbie Jenkins when she was the executive director at Cumberland County Mental Health, and she provided me exceptional training. I served as an educational, I'm trying not to get emotional, mental health educator, and I continued to move up in the ranks, moved away and came back, and I just appreciate both Dr. Jenkins. When I came back, she said, "Don't worry, I don't want you to start all over," but my husband, Robin Jenkins, Dr. Jenkins, they're opening Communicare. So I was able to then go on and work for Dr. Robin Jenkins, her husband. And I tell you, I got intensive training. We used to do work as a case manager and even a supervisor. When we would go to trainings, we were so advanced and above because of both of these individuals. And people, it was so funny at the time, people would say, "Are you all a therapist?" Because as case managers and supervisors, that is how well the training has been from both of you. So it has been a pleasure to work for both of you, to be on your team. You both have done exceptional work in this community, always fast forward, always in advance, 2, 3, 4 steps ahead. So it is my pleasure to present this to you today, Dr. Jenkins. Did you want to say anything special?
Don't go anywhere yet.
You want to say some words?
What I will say is,
I got out of high school, and older than most of the people that are in here that have jobs and stuff, except for the ones that I grew up with. And I will say that the education and the training and the supervision that I received from the agencies and from people in general, because I know some people that started out and they weren't sure what it was all about. I said, could you please give me something that it sounds like I know what I'm doing? And we've never had anybody that didn't do it, and we have got an all-star program, you know, from social services, health department, treatment services and stuff of anywhere in the state. And I say that in all honesty. So I thank you for, you know, letting me have the opportunity to do that, because that's been a long time ago since I started. And I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do. But we came through it, and so thank you very much. And I have to thank my other half.
I just have.
Oh, okay.
Right here. 1, 2, 3. And 1 more.
Thank you.
Before I'm sorry, Commissioner Adams, you're recognized. Before, Ms. Jenkins, Dr. Jenkins, before you leave, Commissioner Adams, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And we go back a long way, and even when Marshall was there, when they were getting ready to change over from the mental health to Alliance and all of that, and you guided us through that. But it's a team. You never see one almost without the other, and they've been together. If there was ever somewhat of a local expert to be able to go to get that information from, it was the two of you all. And I just want to say for the citizens of this community, we are better served by your presence here and what you've done, both of you, for this community, even over at Fayetteville State where you're doing some teaching over there. Thank you for that, because you're guiding the next generation of students into this, and there's no better person to do that. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
And before we move on, just from the chair, thank you for your years of service. Met you many, many years ago with former Representative Rick Glazier, and was just in awe of the work you guys have done over the years and your commitment to this community. So thank you for your years of service, and Godspeed.
Can I throw in one crazy thing?
Commissioner Faircloth, you're recognized.
And Dr. Green, this mic on? Dr. Green will testify to this. You never go down Colgate Drive. These two aren't in the yard working. And they're usually yard of the month about every other year, too.
Commissioner Adams, you're recognized.
I would tell you this, evidently Judge Pone is watching. He sent me a text to say that, let me read it so that I don't get it wrong. Because he said, tell them thanks so very much for everything that you've done, especially for the juvenile court system here, and that you are forever in his prayers. Thank you.
Commissioners, anybody else? It's obvious the impact you've made on this community and the people you've touched across this community and what you've done. So thank you again, and this board is very appreciative, as I know this community is as well. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to ask Grilly Mitchell, President of the Cumberland County Veterans Council, and members of the Veterans Council to come forward. We have a proclamation in recognition of Veterans Day. So if y'all will come forward. And we'll go ahead and read this. Whereas Cumberland County is pleased and honored to pay tribute to the dedicated veterans who have served this great nation with such distinction, both in peace, time, and in war. And whereas our community has continued sense of pride and gratitude for those who have given so much in the defense of the freedoms which we all continue to enjoy, and whereas Americans have an abiding faith in the ideals and strength on which our great nation was founded, in our democratic process, and in the men and women of the armed forces who have served our country so well. Whereas we recognize the sacrifices of each veteran, their families have made on their behalf, and we honor their commitment and service. And whereas Cumberland County is fortunate to be the home of approximately 53,000 veterans, now therefore, we, the Cumberland County Board of Commissioners, do hereby join the community in honoring our veterans on this special day and give thanks to all they have done and continue to do in service to our community, state, and nation. Be it further resolved, we, the Cumberland County Board of Commissioners, proclaim the 11th day of November 2025 as Veterans Day in Cumberland County, North Carolina. Approve this third day of November 2025. Kirk J. Devier, Chairman, Cumberland County Board of Commissioners. And I'd like you to bring words, but as you're doing that, I'm going to ask Commissioner Faircloth if he will take the proclamation down and deliver it.
We just want to take this time to say thank you so very much to the county and to the county commissioners. Without the support of you all, we cannot do the work that we do and meet the mission and obligation that we have assigned ourselves to do. So again, thank you all so very much. And thanks so very much to our workhorse, our director of the parade, Toshiba. She is the workhorse. You know, up in higher government, you can have the House whip. This is the county whip right here.
Thank y'all so much.
I'll take a moment just to say thank you in advance to the board and the county as well, because we are going to do a missing man installation in the courthouse here at 11 o'clock this morning. So thank you for that opportunity as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's get, I'm gonna present this to, Mr. Mitchell over here. And, you do a little photo op with everybody, close on in if you will. And thank you, and let y'all know, we had several of us participate in that great parade on Saturday too.
Commissioners, any comments from any of the commissioners? Hearing none, just again, thank you for what you guys do for the community as a Veterans Council, but more importantly, this board wants to honor the 53,000 veterans across our community. Myself being one, fully understand the service that we have all made to this country as well as those of our families. I'd also like, if you're a veteran currently in our audience today, if you'll go ahead and stand so we can recognize the veterans in the audience. Thank you so much, and thank you for continuing the tradition of the parade. And I'm just glad I didn't have to chair it anymore. We'll go ahead and move to item 4, items of business. Item A, consideration of employment contract for court coordinator. County Manager Greer, you recognized.
Yes, I'll turn this over to Rick Moorfield, County Attorney, to discuss and answer any questions that you may have.
Just a moment, my computer cut off while we were doing this. Here you go. I got it. Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, the employment agreement that you have attached to the agenda was the employment agreement for Kimberly Bain that you have attached to the agenda was discussed in an earlier closed session in terms of the board's consideration about this. And the terms of this, the other agreement was not, it was a service agreement. This is actually an employment agreement, which we can do. And it is, the terms are set out what were requested by the chief residence, or the senior resident Superior Court judge. And this is a contract that will be approved for legal sufficiency if the board sees fit to adopt it.
Commissioners, questions on this item? Commissioner Adams, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I've had an opportunity to review this one. Thank you so much for bringing it forth before we voted on it. As we all know, the last contract, or the personal service contract, was not valid. It was against the law and against the Constitution to be able to do that. These contracts are fine because if we do it right, because I know Mecklenburg County has some, Wake County has some, these are done quite frequently, but we have to have transparency when we do this, and all of the documents should have been, and we did get those, the one from the senior resident Superior Court judge. And as we do this, I'm glad that we were able to identify that the error in the previous one. I do ask a question. It just says shall receive services rendered. For $75,000, what kind of services, and the HR look at it, they determine that the duties and the services equal out to that $75,000. That was just what was in the letter from the senior resident. I think we've got some employees in the county that don't make that much. So I would just, that would be my question, as I have some other things. Because that's not in here, it just says,
The services are set out in Section 5 that provides shall be necessary to enhance the speedy disposition of cases involving drug offenses, domestic violence, and other offenses involving threats to public safety. Employees shall report to and be subject to the administrative supervision of the senior resident Superior Court judge. County shall not exercise any control over the work provided by the employee, because we don't know anything about it, or the method by which the work is performed. And she will be submitting a timesheet in accordance with the county's timekeeping policy, and that will be, must be approved by the chief, I keep saying chief, the senior resident Superior Court judge.
Commissioner Adams, do you have any follow-ups?
well, I mean, it doesn't tell me what the services are. I mean, I read Section 5. And again, I think if we look at some of those other counties, we just mirrored after some of those other counties to make sure that we don't get into the same situation. I'd hate for something to come back and this young lady have to pay some money back or whatever. That's all. And I did see that it would be done for approval by legal sufficiency and the pre-audited by the local government. So hopefully those would, we get something back on those from when it's done. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioners, any other questions or comments? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion. Vice Chairwoman Jones, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I make a motion that we move to approve the employment contract at this time.
Second.
We have a motion to approve the employment contract as presented. It's been properly seconded. Is there any discussion or comments on the motion? Commissioner Adams, you're recognized.
And I just for purposes that we'll get that, when the contract signed, that it was legally sufficient and had that other signature on it. With that, I don't have any problems, Mr. Thank you.
Board, I'll look for those two signatures before I sign off on it, as I always do, pending approval from this board. Is there any other questions on the motion to approve the contract? Hearing none, I'll ask for your vote. All in favor, raise your right hand.
Unanimous.
Go ahead and move to item B, consideration of the request of the Fayetteville Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, FACVB, for the county attorney's office to serve as its legal counsel. County Manager Greer, you're recognized.
Again, as we transition some of the Fayetteville Area Convention and Visitors Bureau responsibilities to the TDA, Rick Moorfield needs to be the attorney for both organizations, the former and the current. And I'll turn it over to Rick to answer any questions, present this item, answer any questions you may have. Rick.
County manager has stated that correctly, except I don't need to be. I have been requested to be, and because it is a nonprofit corporation, the board will have to approve that if the board, and my office is certainly willing to do so. And as you recall, the board approved the action taken by the FACVB board directors to make the TDA now the governing board of the FACVB, and they are running full force.
Commissioners, questions on this item? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion. Commissioner Patel, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'd like to make a motion to approve the consideration of the request from the FACVB for the county attorney's office to serve as its legal counsel.
Second.
We have a motion to approve the consideration of the request by FACVB for county attorney to serve as its legal counsel. It's been seconded. Is there any discussion or comments on the motion? Hearing none, I will entertain your vote. All in favor of the motion, raise your right hand.
Unanimous.
We'll go ahead and move to item C. Approval of memorandum of understanding with the City of Dunn. County Manager Greer, you're recognized.
Yes, thank you, Chairman. As we look at to explore water needs in the northern part of the county, some of the existing water agreements that we have, we need to expand. Amanda Lee, General Manager of Natural Resources, is here to present this item and answer any questions you may have. I also have Faith Phillips, Assistant County Manager, here to co-present this item and answer any questions you may have.
Before we start the presentation, Commissioner Adams, you're recognized.
Mr. Chairman, I don't need that presentation. It was on the consent agenda. I just had something that I needed to add to that, and that was it. So because it's already been presented to the infrastructure and all of that, so I didn't really have an issue with that. If I can make my comments, that would be fine.
Commissioner Adams, you're recognized for comments.
Yes. The only reason that I pulled this off the consent agenda is because I think that as we do this with the City of Dunn, we need to include, hopefully include PWC in these discussions. I was just not long ago looking at Tri-Water District up in Sanford. Sanford merged with Chatham County and Siler City in terms of their water, as well as Sanford with the town of Pittsboro. So I would hope that as we move forward, we get these agreements with Dunn, PWC, the county, the city, all of that to be able to do a regional kind of thing. If you look up in Randolph County, they have a countywide water system that goes across county lines. And so I just wanted to put forth that as we do this memorandum of understanding, that this is just the first of the rest of proceeding down the road as we go toward that. I know there's been some communications with PWC on this, and I think that it's going to serve this county well to do this memorandum of understanding as well as move forward with these regional things. If you listen to our delegation, they're all about, if we're going to get any funding, it's funding regional kind of things. And as the research time at Raleigh-Durham just keeps expanding out to Johnston County down to Dunn, it's going to come this way. We need to be prepared well in advance of that. We can't wait for it to happen. So my comments was just not necessarily anything with this agreement. I agree with this agreement. I think it helps Eastover. It helps all of those. But let's be forward thinking to move on with PWC and all of those. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Adams. And I just want to remind that we are actually, all the things you mentioned, we are doing, and this board reviewed it and approved it in June of this year. Exactly what we're talking about from a regionalization, the steps that we're taking. This was actually briefed as part of that step. And so the board is already moving in that direction. All the items in the list of things that you talked about is already being done and has been being done since June. And I would encourage you that if you want to have some firsthand knowledge of it, you can attend the infrastructure meeting as well, where we go over these in details before they're brought to the board, just like the water and sewer plan from 6/12 of this year was brought forward and briefed to this board during a work session on the steps that we're taking in a regional approach. Something that really should have been done several years ago, but is now moving forward. Anything else, any other discussion on this item? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion. Vice Chairwoman Jones, you're recognized.
I make a motion that we move forward with the sewer and water.
We have a motion to approve the
Second.
memorandum of understanding with the City of Dunn. It's been seconded. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, I'll ask for your vote. All in favor, raise your right hand.
Unanimous.
Thank you.
Go ahead and move to item 5. There are no nominations. At this time, we'll move to item 6, appointments, Animal Services. The first appointment is for Animal Services. On October 20th, 2025, the Board of Commissioners nominated the following individuals to fill 3 vacancies on the Animal Services Board.
We have 2 positions on the Animal Services Board. The first vacancy, for 1 vacancy, is someone with knowledge and experience in dog behavior and/or handling position. We have 2 nominees for this position, or for this vacancy. As I call the names, Commissioners, I would ask that you have 1 vote each, if you will take your vote for each one. And we'll go ahead and start with the first name, Joseph Stevens. All in favor of Joseph Stevens, raise your right hand. All in favor of Lucina Yarborough, raise your right hand.
You got Ms. Councilman.
And the next item, the next vacancies, there's 2 vacancies for the City of Fayetteville residents. This is, we have to appoint this person. It's not a nomination from the city, something that we clarified during our boards and commission meeting. We have 3 individuals for 2 vacancies, so each board member, you have 2 votes. I will start with the names. If the first name is Brittany Lee, raise your right hand if you're in favor of Brittany Lee. We'll ask, the next name is Jill Parker. If you're in favor of Jill Parker, raise your right hand. The next name is Brian Taylor. If you're in favor of Brian Taylor, raise your right hand. That concludes Animal Services. We'll move to FTCC Board of Trustees. On August 20th, the Board of Commissioners nominated the following individuals to fill the vacancy on the Board of Trustees. We have 2 nominees for one vacancy. I will go ahead, each commissioner has 1 vote. I'll go ahead and call out the nominees now. If you'll raise your hand if you support that nominee. The first nominee is Jason Fick. The second nominee is Dr. Vicki Andrews. We'll now move to item C, appointment to the Firemen's Relief Fund Board. We have, the Board of Commissioners received a request from the Firemen's Relief Fund Board for Vander and Pierce's Mill. 1, to appoint Joseph McDaniel to the Vander Board. The second, to appoint Mr. Mitchell Johnson to the Pierce's Mill Board. Is there any discussion on that? If not, I will entertain a motion from Commissioner Tyson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I make a motion that we move to appoint Joseph McDaniel and Mitchell Johnson as members of the Firemen's Relief Fund Board. Joseph McDaniel for Vander Fire Department and Mitchell Johnson for Pierce's Mill Fire Department.
Second motion.
All in favor of the appointment of Mitchell Johnson and Joseph McDaniel to the respected Firemen's Relief Fund Board, raise your right hand. This time, we'll go ahead and move to item 7, closed session. Entertain a motion from Vice Chairwoman Jones.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move to go into closed session for personnel matter pursuant to NCGS 143-318.11A6.
Is there a second?
Second motion.
We've got a motion to move into closed session for attorney-client matters. I'm sorry, for personnel matters pursuant to NCGS 1431811-A-6. It's been properly seconded. Is there any?
And we need to add item, paragraph
That's what I
3
thought.
for attorney-client privilege.
Attorney-client privileges.
Yeah,
Is it reference to a
contract.
case, contract? Vice Chairman, will you add that to your motion?
I make a motion that we move to add attorney-client matters pursuant to NCGS 143-318.11A3.
Second.
We've got a motion to move into closed session for the purposes of attorney-client matters as well as personnel matters has been properly seconded. All in favor, raise your right hand. And we're now in closed session. This time I recognize Vice Chairman Jones for a motion.
Yes, I make a motion that we come out of closed session for attorney-client matters pursuant to NCGS 143-318.11A3, and also come out of closed session for personal matter pursuant to NCGS 143-318.11A6.
Second.
Got a motion to come out of closed seconds and properly seconded. Is there any discussion on the motion?
Can I clarify one thing? She said personal matters, personnel matters.
Personnel matters. Thank you, Chairman.
Any other discussion or comments on the motion? Hearing none, I'll ask for your vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. This time, we are back in open session. I will entertain a motion from Commissioner Patel.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At this time, I'd like to make a motion to allow the county manager to execute and sign the 3-month extension to our proactive contract.
Second the motion.
We have a motion to authorize the county manager to sign a 3-month extension for a proactive contract. It's been properly seconded. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, I'll ask for your vote. All in favor, raise your right hand.
Unanimous.
Is there any further business to come before this board? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Vice Chairman Jones.
Motion to adjourn?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just talking about the missing man. I didn't know if you want to reiterate that or not. The missing man tape.
Commissioner Adams, you're recognized.
Thank you. And we heard when the veterans are here, they're going to do a missing man table ceremony outside, right outside of, in the lobby here of the Cumberland County Courthouse. If any of the veterans want to come down or anybody wants to come down, it'll be 11 o'clock this morning. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioners, any other comments before we move to adjourn? Hearing none. Vice Chairman Jones, you've got a motion. Will you restate your motion to adjourn?
Yes, I move a motion that we adjourn this meeting.
Second.
We've got a motion that's been properly seconded to adjourn. All in favor, raise your right hand.
Unanimous.
We're adjourned.